Hey guys, hello, my name is Yelena, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do topsy-turvy cake. So I'm gonna show you the whole process, how I make my cake looking topsy-turvy. And it's really easy, especially I'm gonna do just one tier today, so it's not stacked, so just one tier and anybody can do it. So all you have is nice board and the cake layers. Now, cake layers, unless your oven is super perfect, but it usually still bakes one side a little higher than the other. And usually when I stack my cakes, I will cut it off if it's too drastic. But in this case, this little variation will actually help us to make it more topsy-turvy without cutting too much of a cake. Okay, and hopefully it will make sense as I'm going. All right, so I'm gonna start with one cake layer and just we're gonna do as usual. Make sure I throw away my little papers. All right, so put one layer and I'm gonna do my icing. And I'm not gonna build my icing. I'm just make sure the layer is nice and even. And I don't have thick or thin spots, so just ice it as the layer goes, okay? And the next layer I'm gonna do match low spot with low and high with high. So I'm gonna create the cake on purpose more uneven, okay? And again, continue with the icing. And I'm not trying to even out cake with icing. I'm just following my cake shape. So it goes with a little slope and I continue to do so. Next layer, do the same. Low edge to the low edge, and where it's cake raised up, we continue to put the highest edge towards that. See, I hope you can tell it's already a little start getting uneven. So continue. I'm gonna do 4 layers on that, and usually my cakes is 3 layers, but I'm gonna do 4 because I do want one edge stick out quite tall, and I'm gonna cut it to nothing on the other side. So it's kind of tall cake, but it's not needing the support. All right, so the last layer, and I'm gonna cut the top of this. So I'm gonna put the flat side down for this one and uneven side on top, and I'm gonna cut it. All right, so here I have the big knife. It's 14 inches. And I'm gonna cut, it's serrated, by the way. That's the best knife to cut your cake. All right, so see my cake how uneven. So I have the high and a low already. And I'm gonna start with the high. I'm gonna keep the high edge, but the low I'm gonna real cut off to the 3rd layer. Okay, so do the movement up and down, and just slowly. And the cake just freshly baked and cooled, so it's still pretty alive. It still wiggles a lot, so just make sure, be careful. See, just like that. So see, I left the high end and I cut to nothing at the low end. All right, so even it out. If it's a little not exactly perfect, that's okay. When you carve into cake, it usually do it a little at a time, then big chunk right away, and then oops, cut too much. All right, so that's about kind of what I'm looking for. That looks pretty good. Now with my knife, I'm gonna trim sides of the cake. Any place, a layer that's sticking out a little bit too far that I like. It will, because the cake, like I said, it's freshly baked. So the bottom layer especially will stick out a little bit. But it's okay, so just trim it up, even out with the knife. Just like so. All right, looking pretty good. And let's clean our board, of course, clean all our mess, and crumb coat it. Crumb coating means seal in all your crumbs. We don't ice perfect just yet, so just thin crumb coated, and we're gonna put it away to chill. All right. Okay, so this looks about right, nice and clean board. The cake looks where I want to, so now I'm going to put it in the fridge to chill, and I will check it later. All right, so this is later. I believe it's been in the fridge for about 6 hours. So now I'm gonna ice it in icing, and I'm gonna put the final coat and make it nice and clean for ready for fondant. Okay, so icing here I'm using it's butter based icing. It's Italian meringue icing. You can also use ganache if you like. Just make sure do not use whipped cream under your fondant. It will be disaster, trust me. But other than that, yeah, so just let's ice it, and we'll go to the next step. All right, so now it's been quite a few hours. The cake is nice and chilled and ready to be decorated. So I'm gonna use fondant to cover the cake in. Again, it's satin ice fondant. I used the dark green and I added some yellow to brighten it up. So let's go ahead, roll it up, and decorate our cake. Alright guys, so there you have it, a golf theme cake, topsy-turvy, something different. I hope you enjoyed this new video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your family and friends. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Bye, I love you so much.